Welcome back. The seniors of the West Grand Bahama District were in the spotlight today. The Precious Pearls were the guest of honor at the annual Christmas luncheon, spearheaded by the Kiwanis Club of 8 Mile Walk. It has become a Boxing Day tradition, and Chairman Roscoe Saunders says it is an event they are committed to organizing every year.
This project has been going on for the past 38 years. The purpose of the project is to reach out to our seniors in the community and show them some love and let them feel wanted and respected for the things that they have given to us and what the example that they've shown us in the past. What we do is we get the Kiwanians to cook and feed the seniors, after which we get donations from the corporate community, and we pack grocery bags and we give the seniors a bag to take home with them.
Well, President of the club, Bernie Colley, said support from the corporate community helps to keep the Boxing Day affair going, and to show their appreciation, they have singled out top contributors for a special honor.
Mr. Delarue, he's been around for maybe I could say from 1973. He's been making generous contribution. So when we have people like that and they come out, we appreciate them by making them honorary members. His names and file will go to international over in our head office, and he will be a member until such time. Our next young member is none other than Darius Williams. He is a great contributor. This time I would like to thank our corporate citizen, the Kiwanis Club officers and members, all those who made that gracious contribution to make this project possible. We hope that they will keep us in mind for the next event.
Well, in other news, the New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade is just days away, and one group may have to back out. The group's advisor says the tough economic times is a big factor.
Junkanoo being just a few days away, my dear, as you can see, if you look in the corner, this is one of the bleakest years that we have ever experienced in Junkanoo.
A decision has not yet been made regarding the classic dancers' participation in the upcoming Junkanoo Parade. But with just a few days left, there is much work to be done, and Group Advisor Ken Ferguson says financial support remains a challenge. Ferguson says lack of funding is also an issue for other groups as well.
However it is, that's the way it come, all these white cardboard. If we have 15, we come with the 15 simply because, and we understand these are tough and difficult economical times, the finances wasn't there. We did as much as we could with the little that we get from some people. You have some other big conglomerates who promising us monies that would be here probably, what's the next working day? Thursday or Friday, which isn't no good to us at that particular point in time. But just to say that we are not belly achers and criers, we'd go out there to just make up the parade.
He says group morale at this point is low.
I can assure you the Majestic Crusaders is in worse a predicament than we are. Well, the Swingers is a resilient group. They have difficulties. So it's not only us.
For many years, the Classic Dancers has been a crowd pleaser and the group to contend with. So just how will the current challenges affect the New Year's Day parade?
The Junkanoo Committee would tell you it would be the best parade ever. They always would say that, but I mean, the fact of the matter is, if Junkanoo survive here on Grand Bahama, something needs to be had. I try to instill some wisdom in those who govern and runs Junkanoo, simply because if you have one company sponsoring a group $30,000+ and then the same group goes and you have other companies giving each group, but 4 other companies giving each group $2,500. The playing field isn't level there, and I'm saying that these people should see the wisdom to adopt a group and sponsor it, and then Junkanoo would flourish. Like you see the marvelous display they had in Nassau this morning. We can get it because we have the talent, but we just don't have the resources and the finance.
A decision on the Classic Dancers' participation in the 2012 New Year's Day Parade will be made during the practice session on Thursday night. And finally, in news tonight, a local clergyman has recorded his views on how the state and church should partner to bring about reform in the country. Tonight, Sabrina Brown gives us details of his latest book.
Reverend Dr. J. Emmett Ware says his latest book, Are There Pimps in the Pulpit? The Gospel and the Law in the Bahamas Today, highlights the correlation between the church and state, and he says it's all about accountability.
Not only does it deal with pastors, it deals with politicians. It deals with people in all positions of authority who are not setting the right example. The very fact that the churches are different stances on the question, for instance, of gambling, shows that it's very important to relate the gospel to what is happening in society today. Secondly, because it has to deal with the law, I deal with questions such as the question about whether persons who are on bail, who commit murder or charged with murder, should be on bail, and I say no, they should not be.
The retired pastor, who has served for some 50 years, says the book calls for a reflection of who we are as a nation and self-examination.
As we approach the 40th anniversary as a nation, independent nation, those of us like myself who can look back to the beginning of our nationhood are wondering about the concept of whether the Bahamas is truly a Christian nation. For the founding fathers of our nation, certainly, and those who were strong in the Christian Council, really felt that ours should be a Christian nation.
Reverend Ware also pointed out that there is often a blatant disregard for laws in the Bahamas, which he feels is due to weaknesses in the system.
For instance, we say that the law is that we should have seat belts, but still not everybody wears a seat belt. We should enforce the law, because the same people who would not buckle up here, as soon as they get to Florida, they buckle up. We therefore, if the law is seat belts, then enforce it.
The religious leader is hoping the principles outlined in this latest release will help the younger generation in particular to be good, law-abiding citizens.
It is hoped that this book will contribute to the reduction of crime and violence. That is, by imparting to our younger generation, all people, the importance of obeying the law and the gospel, that we should see a more just, a more compassionate society.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network.
Okay, today is Boxing Day. Did you see Junkanoo early this morning?
I fell asleep.
Did you see Junkanoo early this morning?
I must be the only behemoth to fall asleep. I just...
You and Mummy.
Oh my goodness. Well, a very special hello to Randy and Daffodil McPhee visiting us all the way from Homestead.
Oh, way to go. Come on. Way down there in Homestead?
Oh, that's a far drive.
Mosquito country.
Yeah, I don't like it too much.
Alligator Alley.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Newsnight 13. On behalf of our entire ZNS News team.
Hope you got a light, boy.
I'm Shasheena. Rolle. Enjoy the rest of your Boxing Day evening.
Good night.
In the making, call ZNS News at 351-3430.